Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're all about empowering you with words of wisdom. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Today, we're diving deep into a topic we all grapple with at some point. Accountability. Why do we find it so hard to take responsibility for our actions? I'll go through the top 10 reasons, each backed with some enlightening tips on how to overcome these hurdles. Let's get started. Reason number 1. Fear of judgment. The fear of judgment runs deep. It's often rooted in our formative years, where failure or mistakes could have led to ridicule or shame. This fear can grip you so tightly that it affects not just how you interact with others, but also how you view yourself. Here are a few tips that could help. Start by challenging your thought patterns. Are you catastrophizing outcomes or assuming the worst? Practice mindfulness and cognitive behavioral techniques to shift these patterns. Next, talk to a trusted friend or family member about your fear. Sometimes just vocalizing these thoughts can offer new perspectives. Reason number 2. Pride. Pride is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gives you self-esteem and confidence. On the other, it can make you unyielding and unwilling to admit when you're wrong, affecting relationships and personal growth. Here are a few tips that could help. Recognize that pride can coexist with humility. Be aware of moments when your pride is getting in the way of rational decision-making or open communication. Aim for a balanced self-view that includes your strengths as well as your areas for growth. Reason number 3. Lack of awareness. Lack of awareness is more common than we think. Sometimes, you're so engrossed in your world that you fail to see how your actions impact others, or even yourself. Here are a few tips that could help. Adopt the practice of daily self-reflection and journaling. It's also beneficial to have regular conversations with people who can provide honest feedback. The more you know, the less likely you'll unwittingly cause harm or offense. Reason number 4. Blaming others. Blaming others is often the path of least resistance. It's easy, it's convenient, and it absolves you from any responsibility. But what it doesn't do is help you or the situation in the long run. Here are a few tips that could help. Before automatically shifting blame, take a deep breath and step back to evaluate the situation. Identify your role in the issue and focus on how you can contribute to a solution. Remember, accountability leads to resolution, while blame leads to stagnation. Reason number 5. Fear of consequences. The idea of facing the music is terrifying for most people. This fear can manifest in procrastination, ignoring the problem, or even lying to avoid the immediate repercussions. Here are a few tips that could help. Map out the worst-case scenarios and how you would handle them. Often, the imagination is worse than reality. Also, cultivate courage by taking responsibility for smaller issues to build up your confidence. Reason number 6. Insecurity. Insecurities can make any form of vulnerability, including accountability, a terrifying prospect. You feel as though admitting a mistake confirms your deepest insecurities. Here are a few tips that could help. Build your self-esteem by celebrating your achievements, however small. Affirmations and surrounding yourself with positive influences can also significantly boost your sense of self-worth. Reason number 7. Not knowing how. Sometimes, it's not willful avoidance, it's simply a lack of understanding of how to be accountable. Maybe you've never been taught the value of taking responsibility. Here are a few tips that could help. Educate yourself on the importance of accountability. Read books, watch videos, or even consult with a mentor or coach. Start practicing with small acts of accountability and build from there. Reason number 8. Avoiding discomfort. Avoiding discomfort is an inherent human trait. No one likes to feel uneasy or awkward, but growth never comes from comfort zones. Here are a few tips that could help. Practice discomfort deliberately. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting or admitting a mistake, the more you face discomfort, the easier it becomes to handle it. Reason number 9. Habitual denial. Habitual denial is more than just an occasional escape from reality, it's a lifestyle. It can be deeply ingrained from years of practice and can be a hard cycle to break. Here are a few tips that could help. The first step is awareness. Acknowledge that you have a problem with denial. Secondly, actively work on shifting your mindset by choosing to confront truths, however inconvenient they may be. Reason number 10. Fear of change. Change is constant, yet it's one of the things people fear the most. The idea that admitting a mistake will force you into change can be paralyzing. Here are a few tips that could help. Shift your perspective on change. Instead of seeing it as losing something, see it as an evolution into a better version of yourself. Remember, you are a work in progress, and change is just another word for growth. When it all boils down to it, taking accountability is always the healthiest choice when the opportunity presents itself. This not only promotes the growth of you as an individual, but it also enables those around you to adapt to this characteristic as you are leading by example. The youngest in the support system will more than likely need more support than the eldest. However, both can learn from one another, as this is a basic fundamental of growth as a whole. There you have it, folks. Our comprehensive guide to understanding why accountability can be so tricky, plus actionable tips for overcoming each obstacle. If this video has resonated with you, do us a favor and hit that like button. Share it with anyone you think might benefit from it, and make sure you're subscribed for more words of wisdom. Until next time, take responsibility, embrace growth, and be the best you can be.